Kim Jong-un is on a roll. One of his top lieutenants, a man believed to have a lot of South Korean blood on his hands and who led a major cyber attack on the U.S., met in the Oval Office today with President Trump and, in a remarkable moment, got a handshake from the president.
This is an amazing turnaround in events.
All the more amazing considering that less than 6 months ago, this violent, impulsive dictator was considered an international pariah.
At the end of 2017, Kim Jong-un was a leader who hadn't even met the president of China and was very reclusive, much like his grandfather and his father, and really lived up to the moniker leader of a hermit kingdom.
At that time, CNN was even told plans were being drawn up for a possible U.S. military strike. Then came Kim's New Year's Day speech, expressing his desire to soften relations with his enemies. The so-called Olympic thaw, with his sister Kim Yo-jong extending a warm hand to South Korean President Moon Jae-in. 2 meetings between Kim and Moon, including the optics of a groundbreaking summit, even holding hands, and the announcement of a planned summit with President Trump.
We'll be meeting on June 12th in Singapore. It went very well.
There were 2 meetings with Chinese President Xi Jinping, along with Secretary of State Mike Pompeo. And now the Russians want in, arranging their own meeting with Vladimir Putin. A crucial question tonight: what made Kim change?
The maximum pressure campaign. The sanctions regime against North Korea has taken a serious bite out of the regime. Kim Jong-un has been quite desperate.
Most important, he now has the weapons. He has the weapons, and he has the delivery system, so he feels more confident.
Fueling Kim's confidence, the fact that the U.S., South Korea, and China have been willing to look past his egregious human rights violations.
We did not talk about human rights.
You're talking about 5 to 6 political prison camps, 120,000 men, women, and children held in political prison camps pursuant to a system of guilt by association, induced malnutrition, torture, public executions, secret executions. You're talking about a regime that's investing heavily in its tools of death.
A record that a veteran diplomat says Trump and his allies might have to look past to reach the ultimate objective.
If we are to lower the agenda to include denuclearization, human rights, and we'll have to include Japanese abductees will be another example, biochem weapons, conventional weapons, it does get overcrowded. So I don't blame them for prioritizing denuclearization and security at the highest.